And welcome back to that Tampa Bay Business Connection show. Again, RGA. We are here with Tina Newby. You're not a newbie in the real estate world, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So let's talk about what you do and who you work for and what you do.
Well, I am a realtor and I work with Team Realty and Investment Solution.
Okay.
But I'm more than that. I'm not just a realtor. I want to be your advocate because buying and selling homes are so important, and it's one of the biggest investment purchase.
Right.
A person purchase, sell, buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be an advocate.
Okay.
People sometimes often hear realtor and they assume that we're salespeople.
Right. That's
and we're
true.
not.
No. Okay. So now that you've said that, are you the listing side? Are you the buying side, or do you handle it all?
I'm not biased. I handle it all. I want to be everybody's advocate.
Okay.
It's when you sell a house, you need an advocate. When you buy a house, you need an advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am.
Right. And most people don't know what to do when you buy a house anyway, right? It's like, if you're like, I want to buy a house. Okay. Well, that's great. But what are you looking for? How are you doing it? What do you want?
Right. To me, this is what I tell my client. It's a planning process.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many moving parts, especially now, the real estate market now.
Right.
You need to have someone who know what they're doing, who can help you come up with a plan, because everyone have a different plan.
Right.
So, just like everything else, if you don't plan and you just wake up one morning and you're like, you know what, I'm going to buy a house.
Buy a house today.
Just let's go buy a house.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Okay.
So,
So what are some of the, so if I was a new client and going, okay, I want to buy a house, but I don't know where and really why, but I want to buy a house. I don't want to rent anymore.
Right.
What's some of the first things that you're going to get out of these people to know what kind of house to look for?
So if I get a phone call from you, said, I'm sick and tired of renting. I think that, I'm going to pay more in rental than buy a house. I want to buy a house. Then, financially, are you prepared financially? Right? And that's important. And I work, and there's a reason why it's Tina Newby team. It's because I'm not just by myself.
Right.
Because for me to advocate for you, I can't just be by myself. I have to have other people in my team. So I have accountant, I have lender, I have all these people that you tell me what's going on, where you are in certain stage of that process, and I sent you to the right expert. That's my job. Then, I'll say, you know what, let's get your tax, all your finances in order. Then let's go to talk to a lender.
Okay.
Then, once we figured out what your budget is, because budget is so important. Everybody, a lot of time, people call me and said, hey, Tina, I want to buy a house. And my lender said I can buy a house for $300. Well, that's great, but what is your monthly budget?
Mm-hmm.
You need to know your monthly budget.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you get to buy $500,000 home. Two $500,000 home can have a tremendous difference in your monthly payment.
Okay.
And your monthly payment is what's important.
Okay.
When you're thinking about buying a home.
Right. Everybody goes, well, I can afford this. Oh, no, I qualify for this.
Right.
But I can afford this.
Right.
In reality.
Yes.
Because sometimes they're not taking into effect the HOAs, the maintenance. Right.
Tax, whether the place need flood insurance. So there are so many things that they have to consider. And
okay.
When people thinking about buying a home, it's not that easy. You have to have a plan. Because to me, when you buy a house, it's not just for you. It's about you, your wife, your kids, your grandkids. Everybody is involved. And you want to make sure that it's best for everyone.
And you look at all the outlying sides of the schools, the growth potential, or hey, this house is costing this now, but it's not gonna appreciate. It'll depreciate because the area is kind of not that good.
Well,
type of thing.
Personally, as a realtor, I can't really say those things. I will give you the knowledge and where to go do the research because I can't. Right? I can. If they said, "Hey, these are the criterias that we're looking for," I can give them different communities that match with their criteria.
Okay.
But it's still the buyer's job to kind of do their own research
homework, right.
and feel what's comfortable for them. right? And this is what I tell my client. At the end of the day, you're stuck with the purchase. I am not.
Correct.
Right? I helped you, I guide you, but at the end of the day, it has to be your decision. It cannot
Right.
be mine. I can give you options, advice, and things that my expertise, but it boils down to what is your family happy with.
So what sets you apart from other realtors?
You know,
I know that's a hard question, but it's a good question.
It is, but well, set me apart is I really do care, and I truly believe that it takes someone who care about you to help you and advocate for you. You know, and a lot of time, you know, I hear people say, "Oh, you're just a salesperson. You just want to sell
Close the
me,
deal."
close the
Right,
deal."
right.
But that's not what I'm about. You know, I enjoy my job. I love it, and you can tell, and I'm passionate about it. So I want to make sure that the client that I help, however few or however many they are, I have to be able to advocate for them and put them first. And that's what makes me who I am.
There's something else that you're not telling everybody. This young lady, she does a cooking show
Yes.
on her social media, and you actually highlight the kitchens of some of the houses.
Yes.
So let's talk about what got you doing that.
Well, I grew up in a big family, and cooking in the kitchen is so important to us. I feel like the kitchen is the heart of the home. All the conversation happen in that kitchen.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you start the party at the living room. It's everybody at the end of the day, all kind of just end up conjugate in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's all my family.
Yes.
Every discussion we have is either around the kitchen table or the kitchen island.
Yes.
While one of us is cooking.
Exactly, and it's how we open up to each other. It's how we bond. It's how we as family bond. And I think that's exactly what a home is, right? A safe place for us to bond. And because of nowadays, we're all so busy, and it's so convenient for us to get takeout, eat out. I want to bring that back. I want to show people,
Right.
hey, you can do this with your family in this kitchen, and give people imagine what it will be like for their family to spend time in that kitchen. So it just helped my seller to showcase their home in a different view rather than like, here is the bathroom, here's the kitchen,
Right.
you know.
Like, here you go. Look, let me ask you, who looks at the kitchen more nowadays? The husband or the male or the
You
the man?
know, I think it's almost the same, because now I feel like a lot of men love to cook. So, you know, I think it's the cook in the house that's
Right.
really, but it's the entertainer in the home, because
Right.
that's where you entertain.
Yep.
You know, it's just where everything is. And I said, you know, like when my daughters and I have conversation,
Right.
we have it in the kitchen while
Right.
I'm cooking, or when she helped me prep. You know, we have good conversation, bad conversation, uncomfortable conversation.
Uncomfortable, yep.
You know, so it's in the kitchen, and I want to bring that back to people.
So what? Okay, so what's your area? Where do you work most? Is it Pasco? Is it Pinellas? Is it Hillsborough?
I am mainly right now, I'm focusing on Hillsborough, Pasco, and Hernando's. But
Okay.
I do go out to different, you know, county, as long as people find me and said, hey, I like you, I want you to represent us, I will go. I tell people, as long as I can drive to you, I'm good.
Oh, there you go. So I know we've been showing your number and the phone number and the website and all that kind of stuff. What is the absolute best way to get a hold of you?
The absolutely best way to get a hold of me is to call me or text me. I promise you, I will pick up the phone, and even if I'm in the middle of something, I will pick up, let you know that I'm aware of you calling, and I will call you back. But text and call is the best way to get a hold of
Text.
me. Yes.
You're one of the younger generations. I love it.
Well,
you
you know-
text me and I'm like, yeah, I'll call you later.
Well, I love phone call too. Sometimes, you know, when my client texts me, when I'm driving or it's
Oh,
just
well,
too
yeah,
long
yeah.
to text,
Right.
I love to call. So
Yep.
yeah, call, and, you know, text is good too. But those are the two main things that you can get a hold of me right away.
All right, so there you have it, right? So if you're looking for a home in the Pasco, Central Pasco, Pinellas, and Hillsborough, give this lady a call. She'll take care of you.
Yes.
You know, just tell her what you look. Here's what I want. I want to say, this is what I want, how big I want, this is my square footage, this is how much acreage I want. You just find me something, call me when you got it.
Well,
I know, right? Wouldn't it be nice, everybody? That's just all I want you to do. Just find it for me.
it doesn't matter how much it costs as long as it's there.
This is what I want. Wouldn't that be the ideal client?
I don't know. That might be hard
Oh,
because
it's scary.
it kind of is like, wow, is the sky is the limit.
Sky's the limit. All right, everybody. Hey, go we're gonna go to a little quick break. Go get some coffee, some more tea, beer, wine. We don't judge here. We'll be right back after these messages.